How to design better buttons. A button is an interactive element that results in the action described on it. If it says save on a button, clicking it will most likely save something. It's also one of the most important interactive elements of any digital product. It can lead to a purchase, download, send, among other important actions. Digital buttons are also descendants from real-world buttons, like on a TV remote, record player, or game controller. Chirp chirp. Who's there? It's early bird tickets to TNW 2020. Come in. The most important thing to know is a button should look like a button, and the most important rule for designing a button is to make it stand out enough so it won't be confused with anything else. Familiar equals good. We are used to certain shapes and forms that are normally associated with an action. The more our button looks similar to what we associate with buttons, the better. This is why a rectangle, or a rounded rectangle, is always the safest choice for a button. Other shapes and forms, triangle, circle, organic, are not as recognizable to the user. Proceed with caution, and use them only when the general style of your product requires deviating from the norms. Button dissection. While designing buttons, think about each element and choose wisely. Using the company in question's brand or style guide as a baseline, think about what kind of buttons will match the brand and fit well within the interface. You should set the padding and safe space using grid-based numbers. In the above example, the left inner spacing is twice as big as the vertical spacing, which is a safe ratio choice for increased readability. Spacing and alignment. Unevenly spaced buttons are one of the most common problems of interfaces. Double-check if your button labels are centered both horizontally and vertically. Create guides if you need to be sure. Aside from grid-based methods, a safe way of choosing button spacing can also be done with the uppercase W. If at least one W fits on each side of the button label, you're safe. On the sides, it's even better to use double the W rule for increased readability. Don't forget about the safe space of, or space in between, your buttons. If you have a group of them, the safe space should be individual for each one. Don't over. For more on this story, visit the news article link.